Hello friends, welcome to the stream. So today we are in Incrilik in 4046 and we're going to do some weasel work, some BVR, and we're going to get gas before we do that. Because I figured out I was rusty with getting gas last night and I can't have that. So anyway, I'm going to start with our walk-around checklist here. So we have the external canopy jettison handle covers are closed, both of them. It's right behind the little rescue arrow. Pitot static probes covers removed. Right? Pitot tube is clear and static probes are clear. AOA probes, those are these little things right here. So we would rotate them, make sure they rotate freely. This one, same thing. Rotate good. Alright. Static ports, clear. Clear. Radome is secure. Engine inlet duct is clear. Excuse me. Pods and pylons don't really have those yet. EPU fired indicator is good. Right main landing gear tire, wheels, strut, chocks good. Door and linkage is secure. Right wing. EPU exhaust outlet, that's right here, that's clear. Leading edge flap is in good condition. Stores and pylons, don't have any stores yet, but these pylons are going to be changed. Naviform lights are in good condition, and the flapper on is in good condition. Now we move back to the tail here. Hook, good. Don't have a drag chute on this jet. Ventral fins, boards are closed. Horizontal tail or elevator and rudder, all good. All good. And then drag, oh yeah, nozzle is good. Naviform lights are good. JFS doors are closed. Left wing flapper on is good. Naviform lights are good. Stores and pylons, don't have any stores yet, just pylons, but they're going to be changed. Leading edge flap is good. And the fuel vent outlet is right here, friends. If you guys can see my cursor, it's clear. Fuel vent outlet is clear. Left main landing gear tire, wheels, strut, chocks, good. Door and linkage is good. Don't have a safety pin. Fuselage gun port is clear. IFF bird slicers look good. Door 2317 is closed. Nose landing gear tire, wheel and strut all look good. Door and linkage is good. Landing and taxi lights are in good condition. Okay. Getting the jet now. What the fuck? Alright. Let's get this guy's body out of here. Anyway. Move to our foreigner cockpit checklist. For entering cockpit. Arizona, thank you for sharing my live, bro. I really appreciate you, man. Really appreciate you. Alright, so before entering cockpit, jet control safe. Sorry. Canopy jettison handle pin removed. Boards. Center. Two master switch guard down. C9 backup. Engine feet off. Engine pry guard down. Audio panel set. COM1 clockwise. COM2 clockwise. Squelch. Yes. All gear handle in. Countermeasure distribution switches all are off. All 9 of them. All flaps norm. Ground jet enable switches off. Don't have a drag chute. Hook is up. Master arm is off. Yeah. Interior lighting control panel off. Oxygen off. Anti-ice off. Air source off. Temp off. Okay. Heat off. Focus power test switch norm. Defog mid. DBU off. Alt flaps norm. Manual flap switch enable. Leading edge flap switch auto. Bit switch off. Trim autopilot disconnect switch norm. Yeah. Trim all centered. Yeah. Fuel master switch guard down. Tank inertia ring off. Engine feed knob norm. Area fuel probe closed. IFF master standby. Master standby. C9 on backup. TAC can, could turn the TAC can off for now. Turn the ILS off as well. Need that right now. Exterior lane control panel norm. Steady, bright, bright. Master lights norm, EPU norm. Guard down, main power off. Avatar video select HUD. ECM, don't have to worry about that because we're not carrying a jammer, so it's obviously going to be off. COM 1, clockwise squelch. COM 2, clockwise squelch. Yeah. Maybe reset switch. Norm. Engine comp pry guard down. JFS off. UHF control panel both. Throttle. Mill. Burner. Back to idle. So, little fun fact about the F16, actually, I'll show you guys. So, you see this, the canopy bow, right? Look. The throttle can't go past mill with the canopy bow up. Right? It hits it. So, aka, you can't go into afterburner. Give me a like and follow if you didn't know that about the F16. I promise you many of you didn't. Alright, anyway. Throttle moves freely. Board switches forward. Yeah. Dogfight switch is centered. All gear handle is in. Countermeasure distribution switches all are off. RF switch norm. Stores config Cat 1 for now, but it's going to be Cat 3 very soon. Landing and taxi lights off. Gear down. Ground enable switch is off. Brakes channel 1. Anti-skid is on. Emergency stores jettison cover intact. Hook up HUD symbology off. Autopilot switches both are off. Master arm off, laser arm off. Set the altimeter. Altimeter is 29068. Hasn't changed since last night. Surprising. 29068. Altimeter is 29068. Fuel quantity select knob norm. External transfer switch norm. Instrument mode, don't have that. Well, actually, that's here technically. Some blocks it's a switch here, but here it's digital. M's for mode. Anyway. Sensor power switches, all 4 are off. HUD control panel. Set. Nuclear consent switch off. Zero eye switch off. Betty is on. That's voice message. Wrist and arm rest, as you guys can see. Her. Temp knob auto. Air source knob norm. Avionics power all are off. Anti-ice auto. IFF antennas both and UHF both norm. Okay. Alright friends, so now we have to verify fuel master switch guard down, engine feed knob norm, EPU switch norm guard down, engine comp pry guard down, throttle off, gear down, hook up, we'll see who that is in a minute. Sounds good. Master arm off, air source knob norm. Alright, let's see who the fuck that is. Who that? Took an F10, man. Oh, it's a Hornet. It's over there. Alright, whatever, we can't see him. Can't see him anyway, fuck him. Just a seat. Should be good right there. Alright. So, okay. So now I'm going to fly through this a little bit, friends. Do this off the top of my head, and then I back it up with the checklist after. That. It's power test. That's look good. I'm going to close the canopy in a minute. Clear. JFS 2. I'm going to do the sec test with the canopy open. Honestly, so I can make a short out of it. That's really why. Make a semantic short out of the sec test with the canopy open. I got a little idea you guys will see with it. Sec lights off. Wait for 25. About 25. Throttle to idle. She's coming to life. Why do we have an equipment hot light? Okay. Alright. Heat. Fire and overheat.
Pull up. Altitude.
Listen to some Betty.
Warning. Jammer. Counter. Chat flare. Low.
Bill, thank you for the follow, bro. Really appreciate you, man.
Lock. Caution. Bingo. Soda. ISS.
Betty's good. Alright. Avionics on. Power to the DED. Store heading. Sensor power switches all on. Calibrate standby attitude indicator. Altimeter electronic. HUD on. Countermeasure distribution system switches all on. Mode bypass. Actually, can't turn that on yet. It's not going to work. Norm, UFC, upfront controls. Alright, so now, do the sec test right now. Swing of the nozzle. Swing of the nozzle. Just forward a little bit. Snap. Gonna stabilize. Okay. Back to pry. Swing of the nozzle. Swing of the nozzle. Canopy down. Okay. Turn the Jahemics on. Looks like it doesn't require calibration. INS align norm. Do full alignment here to prevent INS shift. So now, do a flickers bit test. To watch it. So all the jet's doing, the jet's testing the flight control surface is on its own right now. Goes the leading edge flaps, right? I'm not doing any of this. Look, hands off. Elevators and flapper on, rudder. Testing the other way. Okay. And the flaps are going to drop. Yeah, there we go. Should pass. If it fails, it'll say fail there. So I have Justice. I have the Max. Thank you very much for sharing the live. Rylan, thank you for the follow. Flame VR, thank you very much for the follow. Really appreciate you, brother. Justice, I have the stick. I have the Thrustmaster HOTAS Warthog stick. It could also be called the Cougar stick. It's the actual stick that's used in the F16. But I modified it a little bit, right? So it's the Thrustmaster grip and plate, but the base, I actually got the base from a company called Real Simulator, right? And it's force sensing, so it's actually like the real F16 stick. So I'll show you. You can see it now. It's not moving, right? Look at the stick in sim, and then look at my actual stick. They move the same amount. That's what you want when you're flying a Viper, ideally. Anyway. Sec test, flickers bit, DBU test next. DBU light is on. We'll cycle the flight control surfaces. Again. Good. Light turned off. Yes, yes. MPO. I want full deflection here. Full deflection, full deflection. EPU test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Alright. Back to idle. Okay. Boards test. Let's test the boards out, friends. Boards are good. Boards are good. So the fuel test. I'll get into where we're going in a minute. Good, 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 good. Basically, you just want it to read accurately, that's all. We got to do the transfer test before takeoff because we don't have the bags loaded on yet. So when we load the bags on afterwards, when we're at the threshold, we'll do that test. You guys will see that. Alright, so I'm going to make sure, I just want to go through my head again, make sure we're not forgetting anything before I back it up with the real checklist. This is what I always do. I run the checklist off the top of my head and then I back it up to make sure I didn't forget anything. Anti-skid works. Brakes channel 1, no light. Brakes, channel 2 back to channel 1, no light. Basically, we want to make sure we don't get an anti-skid when we switch channels. If we get an anti-skid light, it means something's wrong. Anti-ice test, turn that shit on. Make sure we don't get an anti-ice light. Okay, it's working. Alright, friends. Oh, O-bugs. O-bugs. Let's test the O-bugs. O-bugs looks good. Alright, so now I'm going to back it up with the real checklist. Got my feet on the rudder pedals for no reason. Alright, after engine start, test panel, probe heat, fire overheat, malfunction indication lamps, we did all that, avionics power, all is on. EGI, INS is aligning, FCR, all the fire, all the sensor power switches, they're all on. Okay. Sec, we did the sec test, standby attitude, it's calibrated. Flight controls, flick is bit, ECM, don't have to worry about that. Did the boards test, 3 green. Standby, oh yeah, fuel quantity select norm, EPU, 100%, and EPU fuel, did the EPU test as well. Don't have to worry about the Victor right now. DBU check, we did that, everything's good. Light went off, trim. Again, double check, all centered. MPO, we did that test. Air refuel system. Okay. Probe opens. Brakes did that test. Alright, so we forgot to check if the probe opened. That's the only thing we forgot, it looks like. Anti-ice, yeah, we did that. O-bugs. Avionics bit, we don't really have to do that. Alright, cool. So as soon as the INS is done aligning, we're going to go. We want to see 8.0 over 10. It's got a couple more minutes here. So today, we're going to go over to... So I got our steer points mapped out here. AGM-88 HARM, deep strike mission, right? This is on TTI SOCAL3, so I mapped out our steer points. So steer point 6 is an SA2 fire control radar, right? Steer point 7 is an SA3 fire control radar. Steer point 8 is an SA9. Steer point 9 is an SA19. Steer point 10 is an SA15, which is very dangerous and will shoot down your missiles or your harms. Steer point 11 is an SA13, which is also very dangerous. It's a heater, but it's a very highly maneuverable heater. Steer point 12 is a SA5 fire control radar. Steer point 13 is a SA3 fire control radar. Steer point 14 is an SA3 fire control radar, and then steer point 15 is an SA2 fire control radar, and then that's the end of the threat steer points. And then I mapped out another divert here. We have a few diverts. We have Nicosia. We have Ate. We also have Gaziantep. Ideally, we only want to use Ate if we have to. So we're going to take off. We're going to go tank, right? And then we're going to head to the target. So, hold on a second, friends. I got to go piss. I'll be right back. Alright, friends, I'm back. Turn this AC down real quick. Alright. Got 8.5 over 10. That's fine. Rye, the guy, thank you for the follow, bro. I really appreciate you, my man. Rye, my guy. Zona, what's up, brother? How are you? How's everything? We're about to go put a hurt on some SAM sites. Alright, so before taxi checklist, let's run that real quick. Alright, canopy closed, radios 251. No, there's really nobody up on this frequency. 124. Okay. Altimeter's good, exterior lights. Flash, taxi light, take the chocks out.
Chief, remove the wheel chocks.
INS line, no, I mean, INS nav.
Wheel chocks are now removed.
SBN Aviation, thank you for the follow, man. Really appreciate you. Yeah, Justice, Max, thank you for sharing my live as well. I really appreciate you, my man. Justice, so go to my page, right? And my YouTube channel is listed in my bio. So go to the YouTube channel. I'm also live on YouTube, and in the description of the YouTube live, all my shit is listed. My rudder pedals, my stick, and my throttle. Incrilik traffic space 7, single ship F16 taxi from the hotel loop to runway 5 via taxiway Alpha Incrilik. Talk that shit. Clear. Got a little weather today. So yeah, if you guys are interested in, I should figure out I should list it in the TikTok description. I'll do that next time. I think I have to tell TikTok I'm advertising something, though, or they get pissed at me. But if you guys are interested in it, just go to my page and just grab my YouTube handle. It's actually, I could tell it to you guys. It's Full Afterburner USA. I'll type it in the chat. Give me a second. I'll type my YouTube handle in the chat so you guys can go over there and see the exact setup that I have if you guys want. If you guys are interested in only flying a Viper, I highly recommend this. But if you want to fly other airplanes, I would recommend the HOTAS Warthog setup. Right, so it has the same stick. Clear. Make sure there's no schmuck in a truck or anything like that. It's the same stick as the Viper, right? But the base is just different. It's a position sensing base rather than a force sensing base. That's actually what this came with. This came with the position sensing base, which basically all that means is they also call them magnetic bases. Clear. This is taxiway Alpha, by the way. Making a left turn on Alpha. So they're also referred to as magnetic bases. It's the same shit. So basically, the biggest difference is that those bases will sense the position of the stick and then give that input to the sim, and then, obviously, jet does what you want it to do. It senses how much pressure you're putting on it, right? And it takes that input, puts it into the sim because the boards are different and shit, and then it adjusts the jet to make it do what you want it to do, what I want it to do, whoever's flying, whatever. So pulling up the threshold here at runway 5 on taxiway Alpha. You know what? These taxiway signs are wrong. It should say 05 and not 232305. Yes, I have I have a warning on the HUD because the canopy bow is not down. You're technically not supposed to close the canopy bow and arm the ejection controls until you're at the threshold because that's part of the before takeoff checklist. So hold on a second. I'm gonna write my YouTube equals full. I'm just typing in the chat if you're interested in my setup. It's listed live. If you're interested in my setup, it's listed in the live description there. Damn, I can't fucking type. Yeah, I have the FSSB stick from Real Simulator, or I have the base from Real Simulator. The stick is from Thrustmaster. All right, so heat on, canopy closed and locked, no light. See, the warning went away. Landing light on, jet controls armed, radar alt is already on, oxygen on, anti-ice auto. Hold on, guys, I got a cough. All right, I'm back. Now for the real checklist. All flaps norm, manual flap switch enabled, trim is all centered, engine comp guard down, boards are closed, canopy closed and locked, no light. Shit, you know what? Hold on a second. We forgot something very important. Almost took off with, hold on. This is actually, it's going to work to our favor because we're going to have more gas, technically. So, look at this little pad here. It's a rearm refuel pad. Forgot to load up. Can't believe I almost forgot that. All right.
Chief, place the wheel chocks. Copy. Wheel chocks are now in place.
All right. Gas. Okay.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
Alright, so we're going to load up with 4 Magnums, 4 Fox 3s, and a bag underneath. We're going to go tank. Oh, that's cool, bro. Magnus, that's very cool. I guess the Tomcat is what you primarily fly.
Refueling complete.
Alright. So he's going to load us, like I said, he's going to load us up with 4 Fox 3s, 4 Magnums, and a bag underneath. I don't bother with the jammer, just because it's not really implemented very well at DCS. So it actually seems like it does more harm than good a lot of times. Hello! I can't see your username. Whoever just said hello, sir. How are you today?
Rearming complete.
Center this a little bit better. Alright, here we go. Alright, so hold on, let me just double check. Alright, so we have Fox 3, Magnum, HDS, bag, TGP, Magnum, Fox 3. We're good. Chocks out.
Chief, remove the wheel chocks.
Alright, so we'll finish. Well, actually, we're going to rerun the checklist
Copy.
before takeoff. Alright, all flaps norm, flap switch
Chocks are now
enable.
removed.
Engine comp guard down. Boards are closed. Canopy closed and locked. No light. External tanks. Oh, we don't have. We just have the bottom. It's feeding. Fuel quantity select nav norm. Source config cat 3. Ground gen enable switches off. Harness and the anti-G system don't have none of that because we're invisible. EPU. We did the EPU test earlier at the ramp. Heat's on. Jet controls on. We'll select the flight controls in a second. Oil pressure looks good. Let's check the ALO data. 1,000. 10,000. Okay. Alright. Flight control check. Okay. Chocks are out. I'm gonna run on up here. We could just pull on the center line and go. Okay, stack looks good. Incrilik traffic, Spade 7, single ship F16, departing runway 5, quick climb 12,000, Incrilik. They're clear. Nobody's on final, nobody's coming down the other end. mill. Burner. Almost with steering off. Little left boot.
It's like traffic cut on one, single with 18, long file, runway 05. Looks like traffic.
Dude, come on. You fucking idiot. Gears coming up. I announced myself. You fucking guys didn't. Both of you. The flight of 2 Hornets? What the fuck?
I'm a ways out, buddy. Take it easy.
No, not you, brother. There's a flight of 2 Hornets I almost just had a head-on with.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of fools on here that don't announce themselves.
Here we go. Departure speed 7, passing 3,000 for 12,000, quick climb. The flight of 2 Hornets that just took off from Incrilik, you guys are using the wrong runway, and due to that, and you didn't announce yourselves, due to that, we almost had a head-on. Dipshits. Alright, out of burner up at 12.
Yeah, I see them all there lined up on the left side of the runway.
Yeah, it's crazy. Whatever, it is what it is, I guess. Alright, so retards. Anyway, 2.6. See that, guys, is why you have to use SRS, and that's why you have to have good SA. They weren't coming down the other end of the runway, they were on it, they were holding short.
They don't use comms. They're probably using their own comms.
Yeah, that's wild. Whatever. Alright, so 2.6. 2.6 is an SA2 fire control radar. I'm gonna head for that one first. Incrilik speed 7, clear your airspace, push your taxi. Yep. Alright. We get up to Angels 27 or flight level 270 for all of you guys that like to watch Microsoft Flight Simulator streams. I'm gonna explain the little differences between military aviation and civilian aviation. So for Angels is more of like a military term for altitude. It means the same exact thing. Angels 27, flight level 270, 27,000 feet, that's where we're headed. I like to cruise at that altitude unless I have to go higher for enemy aircraft. Because basically when you're doing BVR, you want to have altitude and airspeed on your opponents. Those are the two most important things. Alright, so you guys see the little, you guys are looking at my right MFD, little cursor swimming around, right? On the right screen. MFD also stands for multifunction display, in case anybody didn't know. So that's steer point 6, and that's an SA2 fire control radar. That's where we're headed. And there's an SA-15 site over here. I'm sorry, it's not a site. It's really just an SA-15. It's a truck with missiles on it, or a tank with missiles on it, effectively. That's steer point 10. So that actually has anti-missile capabilities, so we have to be careful for that. The SA-15 is pretty dangerous. Yeah, it's a short-range SAM, but it's dangerous. Don't want to sleep on those. Anyway. 27, I'll probably flip the autopilot on. Altitude, and then steering hold. So we gotta go tank first. Let's go do that. Keep steer point 6 selected. Tanker tracks are over here. Get up to 27, find the tanker. Tanker's probably going to be at like 24 or so, so we're going to have to descend to intercept or to rejoin with him. That's a tanker at 36,000, I believe. If you guys are looking at my right MFD, the cursor, I believe that's one tanker. There's a few. You know, I'll show you guys how to find it with the TAC hand. Hold on. Go to briefing. I have a picture of this as well. Texaco 21. Tanker with boom. Alright, let me see what altitude Texaco 21 is at. Alright, Texaco 21's at Angels 35. What is his TAC hand frequency? I'm going to trim out a bit. His TAC hand is 102 Yankee. So, TAC hand, ILS, air-to-air transmit receive. We're not in range of him yet. So we just got to fly in that direction so we pick up his TAC hand signal. So I'm honestly probably going to be able to lock him before we get the TAC hand signal. That's the main reason why I really don't use the TAC hand to find them, but I'll show you guys how to do it anyway. Yeah, I mean, you know, it is what it is, bro. Tanking. Mangus, thank you for the follow, bro. I really appreciate you. I haven't really been reading chats. I gotta read chats now. I'm good. Whoever, no username. I can't see your username. Whoever said hello, sir. How you doing? But I'm good. Hopefully you're good as well. Mangus, you mainly fly helicopters. FFB is great for that. Force feedback base, you mean by FFB? Fixed wing, F16. Pretty much, yeah. It's always an issue. They could at least look at the map if they're... Yeah, no, they should. It's like, it's retarded. I really hope that the admins start kicking people for that shit, because that's completely unacceptable. These guys literally, they almost caused us to have a head-on, which is crazy. Not really mid-air because we weren't airborne, we were on the runway, but still, it's like, they moved out of the way, which is right, you know, but still, it shouldn't have never happened. And yeah, Christian, tanking in the Viper, yeah, it's a little tricky, but tanking in general is a little tricky. It's just practice like anything else. And I tanked last night for the first time in a while, and I was like on and off of it, so I realized I was rusty because I haven't tanked in a while. So I can't have that, obviously. Kneeboard app. Okay, I'll look into that. I'll look into the kneeboard app. I've never heard of that. So as a kneeboard, technically, I kind of just use my phone because I have the Jeppesen charts and shit. So anything that I can't F10, I use that for. Like the charts and everything, that's where I got that from. So yeah, so yeah, so we just locked Arco right there. So there's really no point in using the tack hand. It's just like I said, we were going to be able to lock him before we got his tack hand signal. So it is what it is. So that's Arco right there, 73 miles. It's tuned to his Victor. I'm sorry, his uniform. His uniform is actually go 21256. Why is it doing that? Hold on a second. Let me take a look at my. Okay. It's not like it's fucked up or anything. So I have been on the sensing base pretty hard. I just wanted to make sure because the jet's rolling a little bit. So the jet's, it's just out of trim because it's burning the fuel, I guess. It must be. Yeah, that has to be why. As each wing tank gets a little lighter, it's gonna. Like it in VR, because you can pull up the comment stream pages without losing flight control. That's cool. I actually don't use VR, believe it or not. I'm using a head. I'm sure you guys can see me now. I haven't shown my face on TikTok yet. I've only been showing it on YouTube because for some reason I can't get this encoder because I'm using the YouTube Live Studio, right? I can't get this encoder and OBS to grab it simultaneously. Muan, sorry, bro. I'm live on TikTok and YouTube. Muan, this is DCS. Muan from the YouTube chat. Alright. DCS. Yeah, Muan just asked what this was. I thought it was DCS. Alright, so Arco's turning right now. 45 miles from us. So we're going to tank and then we're going to head towards the target. We're actually within the threat ring of the SA-5, believe it or not. You know what, fuck it, we'll go fast. Why not? Catch up to this tanker and some water. You guys get the same view when I drink water that you would if it was real. If I was flying in real life. I like had a GoPro on my head. You guys get the same view. Because I'm still thirsty. Alright. Much better. It's a little wet. Alright. Doesn't matter how much gas we burn right now. Talk shit when we're like within 20 miles of them. There's that other tanker over there. If you guys TikTok, I think you guys should be able to see my cursor now. See my cursor moving it around. The contrail there. That's another tanker, I believe. Hellraiser, thank you for the follow, bro. I really appreciate you, my man. We're supersonic now too. We're going Mach 1.22. Mach number is right here. And this number right below it is how many G's I pulled. And this is what mode the HUD is in. It's a nav. So, and this is how many G's we're pulling right now. I could actually reset that. I can zero it out if I go one reset. Watch. Ready? See? Now it reset it, so now it's like full 1G. Closing on this tanker at 368 knots. Fucking top of my nose is mad at shit. TikTok, if you guys turn the phone to the side, you should be able to see my entire screen. Like, you should be able to see everything. So, try that. If you guys have it in normal portrait mode, or like, if you're looking at it vertically, you're probably only going to be able to see like the center of my screen. So I think I just recently unlocked that, because I don't think I was able to do that. Grizzly, no problem, brother. I don't think I was able to do that maybe before last night. I'm not sure. Not 100% sure. Gas we got now 4,000. 22 miles. So we're going to take about 9,000 pounds from them. Arco 11 Spade 7. I'm about 20 miles off of your 7 o'clock at Angels 26 and a half. Request rejoin. Correction, Texaco 2-1.
Texaco 2-1.
Let's call him Arco.
Request rejoin.
1 Texaco 2-1. Proceed to pre-contact at 25,000 at 300.
Signal left observation at 25,300 knots for Spade 7. So he's saying pre-contact. When you go left observation and pre-contact, what we're supposed to do. They should fix that. Start descending. So we're going to form up on his left wing, match his speed, and then we're going to fall into pre-contact. And we're going to let him know when we're there. He's going to tell us clear contact, and we're going to advance the throttle a little bit, make contact, stay on, take 9,000 pounds, and then when we're done, go weasel. Is there another Viper over here? No, it's a Hornet. No, I haven't seen the Moza 9. Moza AB9 FFB. It's a force feedback, right? So like it resists you. It's turning. That's actually a really cool thing. And I think that would be really good for flying airplanes like the T-38 and the F100, because you don't have any electronic assistance with those. Probably, I would think the Tomcat too. I'm not exactly sure. I don't think you have. Yeah, the Tomcat's not fly-by-wire. I don't know. I don't think it ever was. SA5. Shut up. Jesus Christ. Fucking SA5. Are you shitting me, bro? What? Yo, that's fucking hilarious.
Bingo. Chat player.
Correction, Texaco 2-1, Spade 7, moving from left observation to pre-contact. Texaco 2-1, Spade 7-1, ready pre-contact.
Ready, pre-contact.
Return pre-contact.
It's too far away.
Ready, pre-contact.
Cleared contact.
Clear contact, Spade 7-1. We're on standby. The fuck happened? He just lagged. Server lag. And if that happens when you're tanking, return pre-contact, Spade 7. If that happens when you're tanking, it'll cause a mid-air. What the fuck? Yo, that should not have hit me. That thing should not have hit me. That thing definitely shouldn't have hit me. No way, that's bullshit. That thing hit me when I was, like, about to tank. I'm gonna tell it does about that shit. It shouldn't be happening. No way that shit should be happening. Definitely shouldn't have happened.
Chief, place the wheel chocks.
Copy. Wheel chocks are now in place.
Right now, I have nothing right now. I'm about to load up with the same exact loadout I had. Go out. I'm about to load up with 4 Fox 3s and 4 Magnums. Yo, so can you put magnums on these pylons? These, yeah, which ones they are? This one and this one. I'm sorry. One's in a little bit. So these stations here. Actually, no, I didn't mean these stations. Because I know the station 1 out from the bag. I'm sorry, 2 out from the bag. Because it lets you do that. And I'm not sure if that's... Because BMS doesn't let you do that. So I'm not sure if that's realistic or not. Anyway.
Chief, place the wheel
Shots
chocks.
are in. Man, that was bullshit.
Wheel chocks are now in place.
This is the same one. We shouldn't have lost that one. That thing should not have hit me. It had crazy desync before it hit me too, or lag. Because you guys saw the tanker stop midair. I was about to get on it. Shouldn't be doing that. Actually, you know what? I'm about to go cook that SA5. No, I can't. I got a tank. It's 4046. Oh, it's right there.
Request rearming.
Copy.
Request rearming.
Copy.
Fan of creatures, thank you for the follow, bro. Really appreciate you. Okay, yeah, I didn't think it was realistic. Hold on. I'll show you the ones I'm talking about. Like I said, BMS doesn't allow that.
Rearming complete.
What? That's not what I told it to do.
Request rearming.
Copy.
You'll see the exact pylons I'm talking about in a second. So is it realistic,
Rearming complete.
Laszlo, is it realistic for the Viper to be able to carry 4 magnums? That's my question, actually. I don't think it is. Jay Superman, thank you for the follow-up. I really appreciate you. Because like I said, in BMS, it doesn't allow you to carry 4 magnums. I think it calculates it as like too much weight for the wing or something. So is this loadout realistic? That's my question. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah. Too much weight, yeah. Okay, so DCS is a little bit unrealistic with the loadout. Yo, you know what? Fuck it. Now that I know that for a fact, and I just confirmed that, I'm not gonna load that on. Realistic loadout.
Request rearming.
And now I'm gonna go take out that
Copy.
SA5 site. Yeah, I'm not gonna load it up that way anymore because now I know for a fact that's not realistic. I thought it was unrealistic, but like I said, I wasn't 100% sure. So yeah, they compromised a little bit to make it like, I guess, I don't know, more enjoyable for people. I guess so.
Rearming complete.
Alright, anyway, honestly, that's what I get. I got cooked by the SA5. Yes, it's probably unrealistic that it would have hit me, but it was also unrealistic that I had 4 Magnums. So I need my tanking practice anyway. Anyway, all right, fuck it. You know what? I'm going to start from the cockpit interior checklist. All right, so heat off, standby, backup, off. Power test switch norm, defog mid, DBU off, all flaps norm, manual flap switch enable, trim all centered. Bit switch off, tank inner string off, engine feed knob norm. IFF standby, C9 backup, tack in, off, IOS off. Yeah, so the thing should have hit the tanker instead of me, actually. Now that I'm really thinking about it. 100% should hit the tanker. EPU norm. COM 1 clockwise squelch, COM 2 clockwise squelch. AB reset norm. Okay. JFS off, UHF radio control panel both. Throttle. Oh, it was already out. Okay, it's good. Board switch forward, dogfight switch centered. All gear handle in, countermeasure distribution switches all off. RF norm. Source config cat 3. Gear down. Ground enable switches off. Yeah. Brakes channel 1, anti-skid on. Jettison cover intact. HUD symbology off. Hook up. All pod switches off. Master arm off. Laser arm off. Altimeter. Yeah, that was fucking bullshit. 2968. Maybe I should have went in BMS today. Fuel quantity select knob norm. External transfer switch norm. Clock, sensor power switches off, HUD control panel. Okay. Honestly, Eagle Dynamic should fix that. They should make it so that the jet can only carry 2 harms. Nuclear cassette switch off, Betty on, wrist and armrest. Temp knob auto, air source knob norm, anti-ice, auto. Antennas norm, okay. Verify, fuel master guard down, engine feed knob norm. EPU switch norm guard down, engine comp prior guard down, throttle off, gear down, hook up. Yeah. Master arm off, air source knob norm, okay. So we'll fly through this. Good. Canopy down. Alright. Chocks are in.
Chief, place the wheel chocks.
Oh, they're already in. Alright, whatever. Clear.
Copy.
Clear.
Wheel chocks are now in place.
Yeah, they should do that. Ah, Laszlo used to play Falcon 4. That's awesome, bro. I play Falcon BMS pretty frequently, actually. More recently, I've been playing DCS just because it looks better, and more normal people will watch it. Will watch my streams if the graphics are better in general. But I really love BMS. That's actually how I learned the F16 so well. So, in case you didn't know, Falcon BMS is just like the modern version of Falcon 4. They upgraded. They literally updated everything. The graphics aren't. They're much better than they used to be, but they're not quite as good as DCS or X-Plane or Microsoft Flight Simulator yet. I know they're still working on them. Come on, equipment hotline, fuck off. Okay, good, thank you. Thank you very much. Alright, test. Heat's good. Yeah, this, honestly, the devs should do that here. They should restrict those pylons for harms or anything too heavy, because that's, you know, that's not the best. It's not good. Okay, fire and overheat. Malfunction indication lamps. Fuck. Let's let Betty talk her shit.
Altitude.
Oh, so you guys
Camera.
that don't know, you see how it says, look at my cursor.
Flare.
So, when we do the flickers bit test, you see the little red there that says fail? If it fails, that's what it'll say.
Caution.
Because I know I told you guys the last stream,
Radar.
if it fails, it'll tell you. So that's how it tells you. Okay. Push computer on. 10. I don't even think you have to do that in DCS to initiate the Link 16, but you have to do it in BMS, so. Store heading. Actually, I did that in the wrong order. But oh well. Okay. Electronic. Swing of the nozzle. Swing of the nozzle. Snap to mill. Let it stabilize. Alright. Nozzle swung back. Nozzle swung back. Flickers bit test. You know what? I'm gonna try not doing a full alignment. Last time I tried this, it was a few updates ago. Last time I tried it, the INS shifted. I'm gonna see if it does it again. If it shifts, it's not really that big of a deal. You could fix it in flight, but I'd rather just not have to deal with it. Sorry. Alright. Flickers bit. Yeah, passed. Okay, TBU. Yes, this is SOCAL3, bro. Magnus. TTI SOCAL3. Okay. MPO. EPU. EPU fuel. Okay. Boards. Boards are good. Let's switch to nav. Okay, link works. That's a good sign. All right, let's see if we get shift. I think we're going to, but let's just see. Yeah, you see the heading's wrong. Man. Alright, whatever. Like I said, I can fix it in flight if I really have to. Old bugs. Yeah, the heading's off. Man. Alright, whatever. Back it up. Alright, so heat, GI, sec, did all that. Flickers bit, boards, 3 green, standby attitude, fuel quantity select. I'm going to do the fuel test. Okay. So tanks are feeding, DBU trim's good. Anti-ice. Okay, anti-skid. Okay. Channel 2, good. Back to channel 1. So yeah, if that light would have stayed, that's an issue. Alright.
Chief, remove the wheel chocks.
Copy. Wheel chocks are now removed.
Go traffic, space 7, single ship F16, taxi from hotel, loop to runway 5, via taxiway Alpha, Incrilik. Alright. Channel 1. Channel 2. Okay. Channel 1. Clear, clear. So fast for taxiing. Did this thing fix itself when I started moving? Let's see. No, it didn't. It's still off. It's gonna shift. I just have that feeling. Alright. No, I did. Been on. I turned that on a while ago, bro. You turn that on when you turn on all the avionics, bro. Clear, clear. Clear. So you know what? I'll fix it right now. I don't like looking at it. It's fucking bothering me. Hold on a second. Fixing this shit real quick. Waiting for it to flash. soon as the line flashes, you hit it back to the nav. Right, yeah, definitely. If you want, what do you frequent? Yeah, Mike, I was just starting up. I'm waiting now. I'm waiting for the INS. There we go. Okay. It's still off. Alright, fuck it. It shows off on the INS page, but it's not showing on it's everything else is matching. He just lagged. He's got a lot of lag and desync going on. That's why he looks weird. I'm just gonna sit here and wait. If he somehow slides into me, we're just gonna go do pattern work at BMS for the next hour. Alright, he didn't. Okay, see, I was telling you guys the Tomcat last night was an A model. This is a B, and I can tell because look at the nozzles, they're different. They literally look like the nozzle on the Viper. And if you guys remember, last night, that Tomcat, the nozzles they looked very different. They were black. They just had very different characteristics. Those are the TF30s. Alright, so, threshold. Heat on. Canopy closed and locked. Landing lights on. Turn this shit on, actually. Pitch controls on. Radar alt, oxygen, anti-ice, auto. Now for the real checklist. All flaps. Hold on. All flaps norm, manual flaps, which enable trim, all centered. Engine comp pry guard down. Boards are closed. Canopy closed and locked, no light. Yeah. IFF and link, we already know that that's working. Just, yeah. Okay. External tanks, let's check them again. Yeah, feeding. Fuel quantity select knob norm. Stores config cat 3. Ground enable switches off. EPU did the EPU test of the ramp. Heat's on. Gesture controls on. We'll cycle flight controls in a second. Let's check our halo data. Okay. Alright. Double checking with the F10 map, making sure there's no dipshits holding short on the other side. Road traffic space 7, single ship F16 departing runway 5, quick climb 12,000, Incrilik. Fucking dickheads. That was crazy before. So those of you that weren't here before, we launched last time. I start going down the runway, and a flight of 2 Hornets was coming at me head on. Run it up. And they didn't announce themselves. Rolling. Burner. So we're steering off the left boot. Rotate here. Just coming up. Unload the Alpha. Pull about 5. Go. Both departure, speed 7, passing 5,000 for 12,000, quick climb. Give me a like and follow if you guys like that quick climb. Like, follow, subscribe, whichever platform you're on. Dip below 12 a little bit. Let's get back up there. I was going the right way. Active is runway 5. Come on, bro. You think I just started doing this yesterday? Active is runway 5 because the winds are... Actually, no. I guess maybe we should be using 2-3. So I'm taking off for the alright, I guess technically they were going the right way. We should have been using 2-3. They didn't announce themselves though, that's the thing. They didn't announce themselves at all. So yeah, they do. They like so many people don't announce themselves. This is like most people are usually on clear airspace, which is taxi. Most people are on SRS on this server, but obviously you get the oddballs that are not. I feel like the wind was in a different direction before. I feel like it was 030 before it changed. Because I programmed the approach for runway 5, and I wouldn't have done that. So you know what? I think the wind changed. Because I programmed the ILS for runway 5. I'm not going to use it, but I just programmed it. That's what these steer points are here, right? So the steer point... Hold on. The approach starts at steer point 18, right? So steer point 18, steer point 19, and steer point 20 are the approach. So, like I said, I definitely checked the wind before I launched, so I wouldn't have programmed that if that was the wrong runway. I would have programmed it for 2-3. So, I'm pretty sure the wind changed. I think it was 030. It was at 030 before, so that's the case, yes, then we were going the right way. I'm pretty sure that was, because like I said, I wouldn't have programmed the ILS. I wouldn't have programmed the ILS for 2-3. I'm sorry, for 5 if the wind, if it was the wrong runway, is what I'm saying. I'm an engineer, Rick. Rebel Man, this is DCS. I actually wanted to fly the Viper for real, but I was medically unfit to, and I had no desire to be an airline pilot. So... Johnny, thank you, bro. What do we got over there? Got a bunch of enemy aircraft we got to deal with, it looks like. We may have to deal with. 15094 21,000. Just 21. So yo, DCS is actually free to download. Yo, Rick, fuck off, bro. For real, get fucked. You're a fucking faggot. How about that? I have no problem telling trolls off. No fucking problem with that. Rick, get fucked, bro. You're weird. What the fuck do you do for a living? Fucking Rick. Rick G, you're not a G, bro. At all. You're a loser. Loser! Need a computer. Oh, man. Save up a few bucks and get one then. I strongly recommend, Rebel, thank you, brother. I highly recommend the Acer Nitro series. This is an Acer Nitro 60, actually. And it has the 5060 Ti. I'm actually, what a guy. Thank you for following me, bro. Appreciate you. I just bought a 5080 yesterday. I literally just ordered it yesterday. It'll be here soon. So when that gets here, I'm going to install it. And you guys, streams are just going to get better. So, alright, we got this flight of 2 here at Angels 36. Let's fence in, actually. The lights off. Master arm on. Just the focus radar. Track while search. Okay. Flight of 2 at Angels 36. I forgot to do something. Hold on, I'll show you guys. Bullseye 8. Okay. AWAC Spade 7 checking in, ready to attack. Single ship F16 Bullseye 007, 158 miles. 4 Fox 3s, 2 Magnums. Got this flight of 2 here. MiG-25s. Actually, we got to get altitude. Yeah, we're going to get altitude and we're going to turn back into them. So right now, guys, I'm angling off, getting some altitude, so I have a significant advantage on them. I'm going to turn back into them and try and get some Fox 3s off. Actually, it may be a better idea to pull them into the Patriots. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm just going to do that. Go cold on them, pull them into the Patriots. I could save those Fox 3s. Yeah, look, the Patriots are launching. If you guys can see, look at my cursor. See those streaks? Those are the Patriots firing at them. I'll come out of burner now, because they're definitely going to start breaking off. Get in where you fit in. Thank you for following. Thank you for the follow, bro. Really appreciate you. You're just being a nuisance for no reason. The anger management. Rick, yo, get fucked, bro. Obviously I don't. Clearly you saw how quickly I fucking forgot about you. You're a fucking loser, bro. You're a faggot. Fuck off. How about that? Get fucked. You know what, Rick? You're in a fucking shadow realm, faggot. How about that? Goodbye, fucking loser. Sending fucking Rick to the shadow realm. Yeah, another Patriot just streaked by me. Imagine that Patriot would have hit me. That would have been crazy. Yeah, whatever, bro. Rick's gone. Rex, what's up, brother? How are you? Another guy named Rex just joined as I kicked Rick out. Yeah, whatever, bro. Like, I don't care. Give a fuck. Alright. We'll get a little more altitude just in case the Patriots miss. They probably won't, but just in case. Why do I have sunglasses on? Because so the screens are easier on my eyes. Well, guy, have a good one, bro. I'll see you. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Alright, so the Patriots, looks like the Patriots didn't hit these MiG-23s. It's the Aegis system. I'm not worried about it. We have significant altitude on these MiG-23s, so it's perfectly fine. Space 7-1, engaging flight at 2 MiG-23s, bullseye 019, 136 miles, Angels 18. Bug them both. Fuck. Oh, the Patriots firing at him. Oh, the Aegis system's firing at him. Alright. So that's another thing you guys can do. If you guys are ever in DCS, you're getting overwhelmed. Rebel Man, it's called DCS, bro. It's free to download. You just have to buy aircraft. It comes with the... I'll type in the chat. So Rebel, if you want, if you've never played DCS before, I'm not sure. But if you want, go to, just literally type in on Google DCS. Like I said, you could download it for free. You just have to buy additional aircraft if you want. It comes with the Su-25. The F16 is, I think it's like $60 or so. I don't remember exactly how much it was. I actually bought this thing years ago. Dude, I bought the Viper in like, I want to say 20... long time ago, man. I don't even remember when. 2019 maybe? Like right when it came out, right? And fuck. Hold on a second. Calibrate the standby attitude indicator. Okay. Alright. It's good. Yeah, I bought the Viper in like 2019 or whatever it came out, shortly after it came out. And I'd never done DCS before, but I've been playing BMS for like a long time before that. I really started with like the Novalogic games and shit when I was a kid, and I was really young. And then I actually discovered Falcon 4 when I was young, but I was like too young to actually understand it. So I kind of like veered away from Falcon 4 for a few years, but when I was maybe like 10 or 12, I got into Falcon 4 Allied Force, and that was where I really started to learn the F-16. Jason, I'm on my way to go get him, brother. No worries. Lou, New York City, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, we got as you can see, we got a flight of 2 here. Oh, those are 2 Su-17s. We'll deal with them as well. And then we have, yeah, they're close to where we're going, so we're likely going to have to deal with them. Shows that target or that contact was fake. Yeah, it was. I thought the little white box there, I thought that was a friendly aircraft, but it's not. It's a ghost contact. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. It's not a real contact. Alright, so I'm going to deal with this flight at 2, and then we're going to deal with some SAM sites. We're going to deal with that SA-5, actually. Because that SA-5 should not have been able to get me while I was on the tanker. So, I have the Thrustmaster Cougar stick, right? And then I also have the Viper TQS. It's on YouTube, actually, like the links to them. Hold on a second. The links to them are on YouTube. Hold on, I'll get them. I'll post them in here. Tell me my Chrome is updated. Piss off. You know what? Let me throw the autopilot on. Doing too many things at once here. And cause fucking helmet fire. And then it's downhill from there. Alright, so altitude hold, heading hold. Altitude heading. Alright, bet. Alright, so let me get you guys. Warfish, yes, we have full afterburner here. Warfish was from the YouTube chat. Hold on, guys. You're seeing me look back like that because I'm looking at my other monitor and I'm trying to get the information. Okay. Alright, so copy it. Rebel man, I'm pasting my it doesn't let me, it's too much. Hold on. I gotta do it individually. Just make sure I'm not getting too close to them. Yeah, I still got a ways. More gas. Alright, so Dave, thank you for the follow, brother. Appreciate you, my man. Alright, so this is the throttle. I have to post them. I have to put them in the chat individually, unfortunately. Why is it not letting me do that? That's my throttle. No worries, bro. Have a good day. Thank you for watching. Dave, really appreciate you. Appreciate the follow as well, my man. So that's my throttle. This is my stick. Lovely. This is my stick. And then these are my rudder pedals. Spike, what's up, brother? How are you? These are my rudder pedals. Pin. Why is it not approved? Pin. What the fuck? It's not letting me pin it for some reason. They're all there. So just copy and paste the links and use creator code scrape. Use creator code. Alright, so autopilot off to deal with these fuckers before they deal with us. 070, 28 miles. So there's a MiG-20, at least one. MiG-23, that's very low. It's hot on me. So I need to turn off. Johnny Bravo, thank you for the follow, brother. Appreciate you. That MiG-23 landed somewhere. It's not looking at me anymore. This is a flight of 2 Su-17s. Turn back into them now. Spade 7-1, engaging flight of 2 Su-17s, bullseye 052, 118 miles, Angels 26. Okay, we've got the one bugged. We'll bug them both. Okay, now we can cycle between them two. And we lost the one. Okay. Lofting. Spade 7-1, Fox 3, Su-17s. We'll stay hot. Let me show you guys these. Not a burner. Space 7-1, splash 1, Su-17. Let's show you the other one.
Splash 1.
Spade 7-1, splash 2, Su-17. Alright.
Good kill.
come out of air-to-air mode, air-to-ground, turn the horns on. Had weapon page. What do we have here? What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? Hold on a second, guys. I'm gonna drop some altitude. We're gonna get the horn table correct. So we're gonna go with everything we have there, right? So you have an SA3. The SA3 is there. SA9, SA19. All right, so we got a SA5. SA5. All right. There's any SA6s there? I don't think so. All right, so we're gonna place the 6 at the SA19. I'm sorry, the 15. So 15 code is 119. Okay, there we go. Good. No, I don't use reshade, actually. Fonzo, thank you for the follow, bro. I really appreciate you. But yeah, I don't use reshade. I just have the... Actually, I'll show you guys my graphic settings. Hold on. Take a screenshot of it. And I'm getting the 5080 within a couple days, so anything is the preload radius is going way up, chimney smoke, everything. I'm not saving on graphics at all anymore. I have everything turned almost all the way up, but I'm saving little bits and pieces here and there. I currently have a 5060 Ti. Hold on a second. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's very good, but it stutters sometimes. Especially, so I noticed with DCS, the 5060 Ti is actually very good. I only have an issue with it in X-Plane, actually. With DCS, it's only an issue if I let the frames run rampant, which you shouldn't be doing anyway, because especially if you're recording or streaming, I can't let the frames run rampant, because then the stream would be very choppy, because then the encoder is not grabbing frames evenly. Spade 7-1 engaging SA2 deep strike, bullseye 062, 120 miles. Spade 7-1 engaging SA2 deep strike, bullseye 062, 121 miles. 120 miles, correction. Spade 7-1 Magnum SA15. Never mind, engaging the SA15, same bullseye. Spade 7-1 Magnum SA15. See if this thing hits the SA-15. It hits the SA-15 and the rest of it's going to be easy. The SA-15 is the hardest SAM here to take out because it has anti-missile capabilities. Yeah, I'm not going to do the VR though, bro, just because then I won't be able to read the chats as well. And there's a lot, and it's a lot more. So I'm gonna have the option if I ever decide to though. Ooh, it is gonna hit it. Holy shit, man! Wow. Very nice. Yeah. Space 71 Shack SA-15. Space 71 Shack SA-15. Bet. Cook that SA-15, boys. That means we got free reign on the SAM site. That's what that means. What time is it? It's 12:40. Get back to altitude. Why are we lagging? That's not good. I have a funny feeling the servers. I hope I'm wrong. It's like skipping around a bit. This is usually what happens. Yeah. I have a funny feeling the server's gonna crash, guys. Hopefully I'm wrong. But let's see. Thank you for the donations. I'm not sure. I didn't see who gave me them, but thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys. It means a lot to me. So because the dipshit Rick asked before, mentally or medically, and it's because of my vision. So I was unfit to be a military pilot because of my astigmatism. I was unable to get a waiver for it. My right eye is over 3 diopters, and the only right waiver is up to 3 diopters. So like I said, I had no desire to be an airline pilot. So you guys actually did get something beneficial out of that dipshit. Alright, I say 2. Spade 7-1 engaging SA-2 bullseye 05 120 miles. Spade 7-1 Magnum at the SA-2. Say Spade 7-1 Magnum at the SA-2.
Altitude. Pull up.
Actually, let me not do that. Let me get a cook trying to be entertaining. We're flying to a fucking mountain trying to be entertaining, actually. Alright, so... Woo! Alright, perfect timing. So you guys saw Cook the SA-2, and there's another SA-2 fire control radar there as well. Yeah, Betty's arm, surprised she wasn't screaming at me. We're definitely below 1,000 feet AGL. How much gas we got? 44. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna have this dickhead waste another shot. Why not? So we cooked the 1 SA-2 fire control radar. There's still 1 left. Like I said, just have him waste another fucking shot, and then we're gonna bug out. So Winchester here on the Harms. Still have some Fox 3s, but I gotta get going actually. It's 12:44. I gotta get to work. No, I'm right-handed, bro. It might be because of the stream. It might be reversed. My PC specs. I'll type them in the chat in a second. Rebel man, have a good one, brother. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Alright, come on. Fire me again. Now have him waste 1 more shot. We'll be out. Because these things can run out of ammo. Alright, it's the one.
Altitude. Altitude. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull
Maybe
up.
Betty was screaming at me before, and I'm just so used to hearing her fucking scream at me that it didn't even register. I don't even know, to be honest with you. Alright, anyway, we're gonna plug out 3,700 pounds of gas. Write my PC specs in a second, bro. Hold on. Got air to ground. Maybe we'll go tank real quick before we head back. It'll take too long. Yeah, you know what? It is going to take too long. You know what? I'll use runway 23 this time because technically that is the correct runway. Even though I programmed the approach for runway 5, but still wind change, so I'm not going to be a dickhead and use the wrong runway like those guys did. It was definitely going the other way before. Because like I said, I wouldn't have programmed all this shit. I'm pretty sure it was like 030 at fucking 3 or something like that. Yeah, I wouldn't have programmed all this shit if it was the wrong runway. Wrong runway, sorry. No problem, we'll go use 23. Yeah, I know, dude. I gotta get to work soon, so unfortunately, actually, you know what? I figured out last night. I'm not current in tanker call anymore. Figured that out the hard way. I was rusty and I was on and off of it. The stream is on YouTube if you want to watch it back. And I got into some crazy shit last night as well. Like, I almost got cooked by an SA-10. So this SA-10 last night was very, very slick. So I thought somebody got him. He shut off until I was like right on top of him, and dude, he fired at me within like 12 miles. I don't know how I got away. I just dove for the deck, went cold, pumped out a bunch of fucking chaff, and you shouldn't have to use chaff if you're taking the correct risk, really. And I looked over my right shoulder and watched the missile blow up. And I almost ran myself into the ground as well, trying to get away from that SA-10. Yeah, they are, bro. And you know what, DCS upgraded the SAM logic within the past couple updates, because I've noticed that they've gotten significantly better. Mason, thank you for the follow, bro. I really appreciate you, man. But I've noticed that they've gotten all the SAM sites, not just the SA-10, have gotten significantly better. I also noticed that they tend to blink much more frequently now. So what I mean by that is if you're using the HAD, just the HAD, right, the Harm attack display and the Viper, you're likely going to miss. So ever since the updates, the best success I've had is using the HAD just to locate them exactly where they are, and then backing it up with the sensor on the harm, or the harmless sensor. And you do that with the weapon page. I'm sure you know, Mike. But for everybody who doesn't know, if you guys saw the weapon page I was in before, I'll pull it up. This page. This is how, if you guys are paying attention, I was using this, the HAD, this to locate where they are, and then I was using this to lock them. That's what you want to do. If you, Mike, yeah, yo, me and you gotta fly together then, bro. Because the Viper is all I fly as well. So, those of you that don't know, Mike, I'm sure Mike already knows. I was using the HAD to locate, and then this to lock on and fire, and I've had the best success doing that. And then you want to loft the harm as well, so it gets the longest range, so that crosshair, right, you want to put your nose way up as far as possible until the target is at the bottom of the crosshair, and then you fire the harm. So, that's that, friends. Fire control radar. Oh. There we go. Trying to put the HUD back into nav. Alright, so we'll just set steer point 1 because that's the field. So like I said, I tanked last night. So I usually fly, hold on a second. No, I'm not flying lefty. So it looks like I'm flying lefty. This is my left hand. My left hand is on the throttle, my right hand is on the stick. HARM as sensor page. Yeah, that's the HARM as sensor. That's the same as the weapon. Oh, that. Okay, yeah, I got you. I like the weapon page the best. I found that they're the most accurate doing it that way. Obviously, you could do it pre as well, but my call sign is scrape. I usually use the tactical call sign space 7 run, as you heard, I'm sure. And I'm usually on either through the Inferno or Gray Flag, one of the two. Right now, I'm on TTI SOCAL3. Go steer point 1. Go down Angels 27. Mason, thank you for the follow, bro. Appreciate you. AWAC Spade 7, Winchester, checking out. See ya. Alright. Change freak in a minute. 11 minutes till we're back in Incrilik. I'll do a cutout index route overhead live for you guys into Incrilik. You know what? I'm going to flip this all up. Let's get down to 27. Fence out as well. I got to piss. So I'm going to get down to Angels 27, flip this autopilot on, and take a piss. I'm not sure why the HUD went on air to ground mode again. Or whatever, just reset it. Alright. My legs are shaking. Fuck. Altitude steer point. Alright. Alright, I'll be back in a second, friends. I got pissed. If it was real life, I'd be pissing them all. I'm back, friends. You guys probably didn't hear it when I said it the first time, so I said it without my headset on. So now I'm back. Alright, turn the head tracker back on. Fuck, I'll leave the autopilot on. PC specs. Type them right now. So, Acer, PC specs, Acer Nitro 60. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. 2 terabyte SSD. Alright, so PC specs, Acer Nitro 60, NVIDIA RTX 5060 Ti, but will soon be a 5080 as I just placed the order for 5080 yesterday. Intel i7, 32 gigabytes of RAM, 2 terabyte SSD. I believe that's all. Alright, just pin the PC specs. I'm not sure why TikTok wouldn't let me pin the... links to my equipment, but it let me pin my PC specs. It's just another option which you pay to get mods. So, the DCS comes with the Su-25, right? And the P-51. So if you want extra aircraft, you need to pay for them. The F16 is a paid add-on. It's a paid module. I believe it's $60. I'm not 100% sure. I bought it in 2019, like shortly after it released. So it might have been more than what I paid for. I think I paid around $60 for it, maybe a little bit less. Braxton, you have a pre-built with a 5060 and Verizon. That's cool, bro. Good shit. Yeah, I like the 5060 Ti. It's great, but it's just not. I'm also flying an X-plane as well. I'm doing cross-country flights in the F16 and X-plane alongside my combat streams, right? So the issue is I wasn't able to turn the graphics up all the way in X-plane without causing problems. So it was like I turned it up all the way, and the FPS would stutter a little bit. It would drop. It wouldn't get 60 consistently. Sometimes it would be above 60. Sometimes it would drop to like 25 or 30. So I just figured I'm going to start taking the streaming shit more seriously. I'm going to stream all my fights, so I might as well just spend the money up front and get the 5080 so I don't have to worry about graphics and the like. And that way it makes the streams much better. Much better for you guys as well. Braxton, I run 1440. There's really no point in me running 1080. I have all the equipment to run 1440, so I might as well run 1440. Then what? Microsoft Flight Simulator? Bro, it's a day and night difference. So the graphics, I was honestly impressed with the graphics in X-Plane. I think they're great. I have Microsoft Flight Simulator. I've played Microsoft Flight Simulator on the Xbox. I've never played it for the PC. The new ones I'm talking. I used to fly FSX back in the day. Ben, thank you for the follow, brother. Appreciate you, my man. But as far as X-Plane 12 and Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 goes, maybe the X-Plane, maybe the Microsoft Flight Simulator graphics could be better, maybe. And that's a hard maybe, because like I said, I was impressed with the X-Plane graphics, but X-Plane has a better fighter ecosystem. They actually have a very realistic F-16 module by a company called Delta Wing Simulations. It's not quite as good as DCS or BMS, but it's pretty good. It has its quirks still. Like, there's certain things that aren't implemented right. The Flickus test is one of them. It's just there's a few little things that are off about it, but overall the flight model feels pretty good, and the cockpit layout is correct, and that's a great starting point. On the contrary, if you look at Microsoft Flight Simulator, right, all they really have is the SC Designs one, and I've tried that. I tried that for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 for the Xbox, and quite honestly, I thought it was fucking bullshit. And I even told the guy in a polite way, listen, you know, you're making this add-on and you're charging people top dollar for it. You're saying it's very close to the real thing, when the truth is it's really not. And the guy didn't want to hear it. And it's not like I came out of left field like disrespectful or anything like that. I told him in a very respectful, kind, calm way. You know what I'm saying? And he basically told me to get fucked. So he doesn't, unfortunately, that guy doesn't care to produce good work as long as he's making money, which is very, you know, that's very unfortunate. And I don't say that to badmouth the guy at all. It's unfortunate when anybody thinks that way, because that means that they don't really give a shit. They're just, you know, they want to get paid and they don't give a shit about much else. So we'll start our descent here. Clear traffic, Spade 7, single ship F16. I'm about 25 miles to the east. I'm descending through flight level 230. I'm inbound for an overhead on runway 23. We'll call out initial and brake. Incrilik. Alright, so we talked that shit. Sorry, what is what? What is what? Braxton. Alright, no worries, bud. But what I was saying, there's oh, we were asking, I think you were asking about the X-Plane 12, F16 8 on, so I'll type it in the chat. X-Plane 12s. Yeah, I know. We're on our way back to base, actually. Ayala. We're going to recover an Incrilik. We're actually going to do a HUD out, indexer out landing. Technically, I don't actually need to tank today because I made up a new rule. I need to tank once every 2 weeks at least. And I tanked last night, even though it wasn't the best tank. I was on and off the boom. It wasn't good. You guys can go back and watch it if you want. I'm rusty. It's been a while. And if you look at my other stream from, I want to say about a month ago, maybe 2, I literally took 12,000 pounds in one shot. So, tanking is a perishable skill, friends. Very perishable. So, Braxton, I would only tell you to get X-Plane if you like really want to learn how to fly and you want to learn civilian procedures as well. So my thing is I use it, have a specific purpose for it, right? So I'm using it to stream cross-country flights in the Viper to reach a whole other audience, which is the Microsoft Flight Simulator, the civilian flight sim audience, right? Because I want to reach the combat flight sim audience with DCS and Falcon PMS, and then I also want to reach the civilian flight sim audience with X-Plane 12 and the cross-country flights. So that's what I'm using it for. But unless you have a specific purpose, and again, using it if you really want to learn how to fly for real, using it as practice is actually something very good, right? Because the procedures are very realistic. So even in like GA and like a 172, if you want to learn how to fly that, yeah, by all means, I would recommend X-Plane. But if you're not really interested in learning how to fly for real, you're not streaming or anything like that, I mean, do what you want, bro. Well, whatever you like the best. If it's just for personal, no, this is not a PS5. This is on a PC. This is DCS, by the way. Not fat Albert. That's funny. I like your name, though. So, Braxton, again, it's all about what you want, bro. Drop some more altitude here. Field's right there. Alright, so I'm going to turn the HUD off and indexer off and we call out initial. I'm going to turn the Jahimics off now because that sometimes causes me to cheat. Let's run the before landing checklist. So, I'll do it off the top of my head. Landing lights, defog, heat, anti-ice, fuel quantity, balance, transfer, oxygen. That's it. Landing checklist is very short, friends. Standby attitude indicator. Let's try and set that real quick. Close enough. Clear traffic, Spade 7 is on a 5-mile initial for runway 23 left traffic. little more smash. We're gonna stand by. Extend a little bit. Go Space 7, spin it. So they told you had to touch the F16 down at the proper AOA. Guess what, guys? They lied to you. You don't have to do that. I swear to God. You guys are going to see it right now. Right now, friends. 2-5. Well. Speed a little bit. Turn should slow me down. Little 3 gears coming down. Extend a little bit. FPS I run 60. It's locked at 60. It's capped at 60, sorry. Forge after dark. Thank you for the follow, brother. I appreciate you, my man. Alright, 3 green. Go Space 7 base gear stop. Runway 23. Speed boards are coming out. So yeah, you can touch it down at the perfect AOA or proper AOA. It's only truly an issue if the AOA is too high, because then you're going to tail scrape or tail strike. Which is why they call me scrape. Actually, that's not why they call me scrape. They call me scrape because I tail scraped on takeoff years ago. So that's why. That's how that came to be. I'm actually using the Pappies for once. I usually say fuck the Pappies. Float her a little bit. Little float. There we go. Full diff braking. So the way, hold on a second. Let me turn up here. Correct, speed 7 right turn on Charlie. Clear left, clear right. Also steering on. Correct, speed 7, clearly active. Pass threshold, alright. After rating checklist, heat off, IFF standby, mode 4 hold. Canopy bow up, RWR off, landing light off, taxi light on. Turn off the countermeasure distribution system. Shut off. Sensor power switches, turn them all off. Don't need any of those. Oxygen off, anti-ice off. Didn't mean to do that. Turn the HUD back on. I guess I could turn the indexer back on too. Go Space 7, taxiing to parking at the hotel loop via taxiway Charlie and Incrilik. Alright. King, thank you for the follow, brother. Appreciate you, my man. Clear left, clear right. So I'm going to go up here and make a left. I'm going I'm gonna go park right back where we started. A little late. I gotta get to the gym and I gotta go to work. I'm working out shoulders today. All you guys that are watching, all you guys that love to fly, play flight sims and shit, you gotta do more than just outlet life. Can't let it consume you. Go to the gym, get yourself in great shape. Do that as well. Train some martial arts, maybe. It all helps, actually. Strong body is a strong mind. I haven't been training recently because I got a wrist injury, so I've just been lifting weights, which is actually part of the reason I've been flying so much more frequently.
Chief,
But even when I get back to training, because I started this, the live streams and everything, I'm going
Copy.
to really keep it up. So
Wheel chocks are now in place.
I'm going to try and see if I can do this full time. Eventually. Alright, so back here. Start shutting the jet down. Avionics off. Nose wheel steering off. HUD off. Taxi light off. Well, that shit's off already. COM 1 off. COM 2 off. Back up. Feed off. Lights off. Steady. Off. Off. Alright, security throttle. And be up. Alright. Below 20. Shut the power off. Step out. Here we go, friends. Beautiful 9446. Back safe and sound in Incrilik. After we got hit by that SA-5, that probably actually that thing definitely shouldn't have hit us. Now, the more that I think about it, right, there was a huge chaff right next to us. If that was real life, that tanker would have gotten blasted and we would have been fine, realistically. But anyway, it is what it is. It's DCS. It's not perfect. Every sim has its quirks. BMS has its quirks too. Dark skin Cayenne, thank you for the follow, bro. Appreciate you, my man. Johnny Bravo, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. So, thank you for watching, guys. Like, follow, subscribe for more. I will. Tomorrow is Friday. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow morning. I will definitely be back tomorrow morning, fellas. Be back tomorrow morning for. I'll give you guys a longer stream tomorrow, so I'm not working in the afternoon tomorrow. Charles, welcome, brother. Johnny, I don't fly the Hornet. I fly the Viper only. Thank you for watching, fellas. I will see you guys tomorrow. Later. Have a good day.